Have you ever felt like giving up? Have you ever had a dream that seemed so far out of reach, so impossible, that you almost convinced yourself it wasn't worth pursuing anymore? It happens to all of us. We start with excitement, passion, and the drive to achieve our dreams. But the road is rarely smooth. There are obstacles, setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. It's in those moments that we face a crucial choice. Do we give up, or do we push forward? Let me tell you about Sarah, a young woman who had big dreams. She wanted to become a successful entrepreneur and change the world. But every time she took a step forward, something seemed to push her back. The first business she started failed miserably. She lost money, time, and energy. Friends and family told her to get a real job and forget about her dreams. Sarah felt devastated. She wondered if maybe they were right. Maybe her dreams were just too big. But Sarah didn't give up. In fact, after the failure, she became more determined than ever. She knew that if she was going to achieve her dreams, she couldn't let one failure define her. She had to learn how to persevere, how to rise from the ashes and try again. And that's exactly what she did. Perseverance is a powerful force. It's the fuel that keeps us going when everything else tells us to stop. But perseverance isn't just about pushing through pain or continuing despite failure. It's about a deep belief in yourself, your goals, and the idea that no matter how difficult the journey gets, you will keep moving forward. Sarah's second attempt at starting her business wasn't easy either. In fact, it was just as tough as the first. She faced rejection, financial struggles, and many moments of self-doubt. But this time, something was different. She had learned from her mistakes. She understood that failure wasn't the end. It was just part of the process. She surrounded herself with people who believed in her, who encouraged her when things got tough. She read books, watched videos, and learned from those who had gone before her. Each day, she focused on one small task that would bring her closer to her dream. Little by little, her business began to grow. It wasn't immediate, but progress was being made. One of the key lessons Sarah learned during this journey was the importance of mindset. When you're pursuing your dreams, it's easy to get caught up in negativity, especially when things aren't going well. It's easy to listen to the voices in your head that tell you to quit, that you're not good enough, that you'll never make it. But if you want to succeed, you need to develop a mindset that is focused on perseverance. Sarah's mentor, a successful businesswoman, once told her, "The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is not talent or intelligence, it's perseverance. If you can push through the tough times, keep moving when everything feels like it's falling apart, you will win in the end." These words stuck with Sarah. She learned to embrace failure as a stepping stone rather than something to fear. Every rejection was just a lesson, every setback an opportunity to grow. She began to see challenges not as obstacles, but as part of her journey. If you want to persevere and achieve your dreams, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more motivational stories and tips that will help you stay on the path to success. Let's keep pushing forward together. Perseverance is often misunderstood. People think it's about brute force, about pushing yourself harder and harder until you break through. But real perseverance is about consistency, not intensity. It's about showing up every single day, no matter how small the progress seems. It's about doing the right things, even when they don't seem to pay off immediately. Sarah understood this lesson deeply. She stopped expecting overnight success. She stopped measuring her worth by the speed of her progress. Instead, she began to trust the process. She knew that if she kept working hard, kept learning from her mistakes, the results would come eventually. One of the most powerful tools Sarah used was small wins. She didn't wait for everything to be perfect before celebrating. Every step forward, no matter how small, was a victory. Whether it was securing a small contract or getting positive feedback from a customer, Sarah took the time to acknowledge her achievements. These small wins kept her motivated, especially during the tough times. During Sarah's journey, she faced a moment when she almost gave up. The business was struggling, and she was financially drained. Her personal life was also suffering. But in those moments of darkness, Sarah remembered why she started in the first place. She remembered her vision, her passion, and the people who believed in her. Most importantly, she remembered her promise to herself, to never give up. It was during this time that Sarah learned the importance of patience. Success doesn't come overnight. It's a long road that requires consistent effort, and sometimes it takes longer than you expect. But patience doesn't mean sitting back and waiting for things to happen. It means continuing to act, to work, to move forward, even when the results aren't immediate. Sarah chose to keep going. She chose to believe in herself, even when no one else did. And eventually, the pieces began to fall into place. As Sarah's business grew, so did her sense of confidence and purpose. She realized that perseverance wasn't just about achieving her dreams. It was about becoming the person she was meant to be. It was about growing stronger, wiser, and more resilient every time she faced an obstacle. Sarah's story is a powerful reminder that success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about embracing it, learning from it, and using it to fuel your journey. When you persist through the hard times, when you keep going despite the setbacks, you become unstoppable. And just like Sarah, you too can achieve anything you set your mind to. All it takes is perseverance. Perseverance doesn't mean you have to do everything on your own. Surround yourself with a strong support system, people who encourage you, challenge you, and believe in your vision. Sarah learned that asking for help, seeking guidance, and learning from others were all key elements of perseverance. No one achieves success alone. We all need mentors, friends, and peers who help us stay focused and motivated. When you surround yourself with the right people, you make the journey a little bit easier. As Sarah's journey continued, she began to mentor others, sharing her story of perseverance and teaching them the same principles that had helped her succeed. By lifting others up, she found that her own success was even more meaningful. Looking back, Sarah realized that the key to her success wasn't talent, luck, or even timing. It was her unwavering commitment to keep going, no matter the challenges. She understood that perseverance was more than just a trait. It was a way of life. Now, Sarah's business is thriving, and she has become a source of inspiration for others who are on their own journey of perseverance. She knows that the road to success is never easy, but it's always worth it. And now, the question is, what would you achieve if you never gave up on your dreams? What's stopping you from taking that first step and committing to perseverance? The choice is yours. What's the one thing you're going to persevere through today? Leave a comment below and make sure to subscribe for more motivational stories that will keep you going, no matter what.